Hi, everyone. Welcome back to She Podcast. Today's guest is Carol. Hi, Carol.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for being a guest today on my podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. I've been looking forward to this.
Me too. Me too. So, can you tell our listeners what inspired you to start creating art and being
Well,
an
I
artist?
think I think I always had an interest in art, even though my high school didn't have a great art program. I decided to major in it in college, and although pretty much everything I learned in college I don't use now, it's been an education throughout my life to learn how to paint and draw. But I just think it's something that's inside me. I have to do. I just love doing it.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And I see your artwork in the back. That's cute.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
What inspired that piece?
Well, I do different kinds of art. This is one that's called a fluid acrylic, and it's paint that is actually poured on unstretched canvas. So it's a little different. I do use brushes in my other work, but this one is, I do this without any brushes. So, but I do all different kinds of things. You can go to my website. I do figurative, I do florals,
Yeah.
I do abstracts. I used to be a realist, but I'm not anymore. I don't want to do realistic paintings. I want to do more contemporary work.
Mhm.
So I just love it. I'm here 6 days a week in my studio. I have a great studio in an old building in Cincinnati. There's
Mhm.
8 floors of artists, and we're open once a month to the public. And you're close by. You should come up. You would really
Yeah,
enjoy it.
I
Yeah.
definitely
So
will. I definitely will. I'm gonna do that. Can I bring my dog?
yeah, actually, we're a dog friendly building, but there'll
Oh,
be about 600 people to 800 people. So your dog has to be people friendly, but
oh yeah, she is.
yeah.
She'll definitely beg for treats and food.
Yeah.
So, can you tell my listeners what mixed media is and all and abstraction? Can you give us
Sure.
tell us what it is?
Yeah, well, mixed media just means you're not using one kind of medium, and mixed media usually refers to acrylic, and then there could be pencil, there could be collage, there could be pastel, there
Mhm,
could be all different kinds of things that makes it a mixed media painting. I'm not
mhm,
saying you can't do that with oils, but oils they don't play with all different kinds of stuff. Oils are very uh, temperamental. They just want to be with oils. So, but with acrylics, you can do all different kinds of stuff. That is really cool. With abstracts. Here's one that's got. You can see there's music that I that is collaged on there. There's
mhm.
pencil. There's graphite. There's pastels, and it's just a really fun way to mix up what you're doing and always have something fresh that you're working with.
That's amazing. So, have you ever thought about? I think I told you this before we went live. When I was in the hospital for my suicide attempts, that they had us painting and drawing and stuff. Like, have you ever thought about doing that with people who have mental health problems, like art
I
therapy?
would love to do that. I don't at the present, but I have a friend, Jess Hughes, and
Mhm.
she is an artist up in Pittsburgh, and she does a lot of art therapy for either recovering addicts or all different kinds of issues that people might have, and I'm sure mental health is one of them. But
Mhm.
I haven't done that in the present. But I know anytime I paint, it's healing. So I recommend painting because you definitely lose yourself into the painting. It's
Yes.
just really a healing experience. So I'm so glad they recommended that to you in the hospital.
Yeah. It works. It works because the day that I was feeling off, then I painted 4 pieces and it completely got my mind off of it. And I'm like, I thought they were terrible, but people was like, those are really good pieces. I'm like, I don't think so.
Oh, Well, in the beginning, and really throughout your art career, we're our worst critics. We always think it's no good. And other people look at it and say, "Wow, that is really good." So, I understand that in the beginning you think it's no good, but I bet it's. I saw one of your pieces and it was really beautiful. It's
Thank
like a
you.
tree of life.
Thank you. Thank you. I wanted to ask you, how many pieces do you have total? Like, have you
Oh,
painted total? Oh, a lot.
oh, hundreds, maybe thousands. I'm not sure. I've been painting full time for about 18 years, maybe, and I have painted a lot of paintings. I always say you don't even know what your art supplies can do until you've painted 100 paintings. So, I
Wow.
know I probably painted hundreds and hundreds of paintings. So now I like to work very large. So it's,
Mhm.
the process might take a little longer than with a small piece, but I just probably, I would say hundreds and hundreds. I've never counted, so I really don't know.
So on your website, can we purchase your artwork?
Yes,
We
yes, that's
can.
an e-commerce site, and I definitely you can definitely purchase. And I'll give you a code so that your listeners can get 20% off
Oh,
of anything on
nice.
the website. Um, I if can you do you do show notes? I can put it in the show notes. I'd have to figure out
Yeah.
what the code can be, but let's
Yeah.
see. Yeah, I can do that for you. That'd be great.
Oh, yeah. Because I can do this on a replay and then put the code at the bottom where it's scrolling at the bottom.
Here you go. Here's
That
a
would be
code that's active. Welcome 20, and you
welcome 20.
get 20% off.
Okay. Let me see if it works.
Oh,
Okay. Oh,
it should
is it
work. It
working?
says it's active.
Okay. Welcome 20. Code.
All one word.
Okay. Okay. Oops. I spelled painting wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. I put it in the chat box, so hopefully
Great.
people see it.
Wonderful. Thank you. I love,
So,
I,
oh, go ahead.
no,
What was you
you
gonna say?
go.
I was gonna ask you, do you have like showcases? You know how people have galleries where they showcase all their artwork. Do you ever have those going on anytime?
Yeah, I work with a lot of galleries. I have one here in Cincinnati called ADC Fine Art. But I'm open, like I said before, I'm open to the public once a month, and I do a lot of my sales out of my own gallery here in Cincinnati. We're open the last Friday of the month from 5 till 9 p.m. And we get a lot of people through here. But I work with a lot of galleries. What people don't probably realize when they buy fine art or they buy original art from artists is if you work with a gallery, they take 50% of the sale of the piece. So, that's a lot. So
Yeah.
I'm happy to do it because they bring me a buyer. But it's definitely, it's something to consider to buy directly from the artist when you can.
Yeah, I did not know that at all. Wow, that's a lot of
Yeah,
money that they're taking
that's
from
a
you
lot
all.
of money.
Wow. So, do you have any upcoming events going on since COVID has kind of died down? Do you have any upcoming
Well, I'm very happy about that.
events?
Yeah. Well, next Friday my studio's open because it's the last Friday of the month. I have some new things I'm doing with NFTs, which are non-fungible tokens, which I don't know if you're familiar with that, but it's a whole new world for artists to take their artwork and create an NFT out of it. And it can be sold separately from the artwork. So I have a gallery in California that has 5 of my pieces. When you buy the NFT, you get the artwork for free. That makes sense. So I have 5 pieces in. It's called Museum IO, museum.io, and it's a gallery in California. So that's a new thing for me is NFTs.
Wow, I've never heard of NFT. I'm learning a lot about the art world right now. Wow, you all do a lot.
Yeah, NFTs are still in their infancy. They've been around for 2 to 3, 4 years, something like that. But there's a huge market. It's all in the world of crypto. You buy it with crypto, which is really going to turn into the universal um, money. That's because it's accepted throughout the world. But it's just a new way of purchasing art, and
Mhm.
also it's kind of like owning a stock because the artwork can go up or down in value. So
Mhm.
it's just a whole nother world. We shouldn't go there because it's quite complicated when you first get started in it.
Wow. So, do you have the address to the gallery on your website? Because I want to see how far away it is from me so I can come see.
Oh yeah. You mean in my gallery here in Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because,
Oh, do I have a link to that? Um, you know what? I'll make sure that I put one on there today so you can come up. It's right near downtown, so for you it'd be about an hour and a half to 2 hour drive.
that's not bad at all. Wow. I did
No.
not know Cincinnati was that close. Like,
Yes, it really is. Right.
wow. Wow. So, are you working on any new pieces right now or?
I am. I'm
Yeah.
actually working on an NFT piece, which is a, a painting that is, oh, sorry, it has all kinds of, I'm going to do more graffiti. Let's see if I can get it to, you can see it. It's
Oh,
a, it's got
oh.
all kinds of writing on it. Ooh. And I'm going to do graffiti with spray paint on top of it. So it's going to be quite a different piece. Plus, I'm working on some small pieces, works on paper. I do those.
Wow.
And I'm doing a new fluid acrylic with some um, really bright colors. So I always have
Wow.
about 3 projects I'm working on at once. So I can work a little on one. If I get stuck, I go work on a different one. And, so it really makes the day flow. I paint for about 8 hours every day.
Wow. Speaking to you is like giving me inspiration to start painting more, even though I don't think I'm good. But
Hey,
yeah.
your mind's hearing that. Just say, I'm a good artist. That's what you got to say. I'm a good artist.
While I do have you on here, I do have a few questions. So my acrylic paint is stuck in my little thing that I use, and how do I get it out? People is like use dish soap and water. It is not coming out at all.
You know what works is Murphy's oil soap.
Murphy's Oil
That'll
Soap.
take acrylic or oil paint off brushes, clothes, all kinds of things. Murphy's oil soap. They sell it in like the grocery store and like where there would be like floor cleaning products and stuff like that.
Oh, oh, okay,
That
okay.
that should work.
I'm gonna try that. And also, I have another question. Can I use my paint over it? Like, if it's dried up in there, I can still paint, right? Like, I can still put paint in there and paint over it, and it won't affect the color.
Yes,
I
I
can.
love
Okay.
to paint. I love to take a painting that's not working very well and paint over the whole thing. And you can leave little spots of it coming through, so it looks really cool. It gives your
Wow.
paintings layers and it gives it more depth and more to look at. So definitely paint on top of your paintings.
Wow, I'm learning a lot. I like this. I might paint after this
Yeah,
because I feel
good.
it. I feel it. I don't know why. I want to thank you so much, Carol, for coming on my podcast today and chatting with me about art.
Sure. I loved it. I'm so glad we finally got together. We've been working on this for a while. So thank you
Yes.
so much, Brooke, for having me.
You have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.